Here is your Toronto FC match preview as Orlando City rolls into BMO Field for a Friday night fixture. Gareth Wheeler, Terry Dunfield with you. It's a big weekend ahead. It's a long weekend. There's a royal wedding, Terry. But how about this marriage? Toronto FC and 3 points. That's a couple I can wrap my head around. Looking at the table, Terry, Toronto FC only on 7 points, but still a lot of football to be played.
Yeah, still a long way to go. Not even a third into the season at this stage. And I think this group of players love to be challenged, and the challenge now is, can they claw back 10 points, get into that playoff picture, and see where that run might take them? I think injuries have halted their season a little bit for sure, the CONCACAF Champions League, but Friday night is a perfect platform to step on and push on.
Well, injuries are absolutely the reason for this team. Some of the 11s that have been put out there are just makeshift at times as this team tries to find their way through this very difficult period. But it's Friday night fixtures like this against Orlando City, an Eastern Conference rival with playoff ambition. These are the games that really hold significant importance. Orlando City on 19 points, so a 12-point gap. 2 games in hand for Toronto FC as well. So before we get to Orlando, let's stick with TFC. What do they need to do better or different this Friday night?
I think start the game better. In MLS, it's so difficult if you concede early to chase games, and I think TFC will be disappointed with the goals they've conceded. They've been mistakes. They haven't been teams breaking them down. So sort of get through that first 15 minutes unscathed and then look to take the game to Orlando.
Yes, 6 of the 9 games they played, the opponent has scored the first goal of the game, and the games where they have scored the first goal, 2 wins and a draw in the year for Toronto FC. So obviously a quick start is required. No Javinko, no Altidore. Any concern there, Terry? Or are you just looking for a player like Victor Vasquez to step up in their absence?
I think it gives other players opportunity, and it's not going to be clean sailing through a season. Last year, TFC only won 1 of the first 6 and went on to win the treble. So I think through this sticky patch, Greg Vanney's learned a lot about his squad, and I think up top you'll probably see Ricketts and Hamilton get another opportunity. Vasquez will be important. He came on and looked sharp in the last 20 minutes or so against New England.
Yeah, and for Toronto FC, I think it all starts defensively. Remember, for all the goals they scored last year, they were very difficult to break down from a defensive perspective, and you know that will be a real focus against a decent Orlando team.
Yeah, I thought the spine of the team looked a lot better when Mavinga came in the second half against New England. Bradley came into midfield, and this is a very good Orlando team. They up until Atlanta their last game where they lost 2-1, they'd won 6 in a row. It's a very organized team. You know exactly what you're going to get from them. They're a little bit narrow the way they play. Everything goes through Sasha Kleshin in the middle of the park. You've got Mueller on one side, Miram on the other. Dom Dwyer's in good form up top. Not sure if he's going to play. He's picked up a little bit of a knock. So I think TFC might look to sort of hurt them in wide areas. If they can get the ball out wide into Chapman, Osorio, Auro bombing forward, maybe Vasquez drifting out wide, that might be how TFC get a bit of joy.
You know that Orlando's very good in attack. It's this year massive upgrades across the back line. It's been a true difference maker for Orlando City. A couple returns to BMO Field of note. Will Johnson didn't play at BMO Field last year. The former Toronto FC midfielder will be in attendance. And I wonder what the reception will be like for Sasha Kleshin after the in-tunnel fracas during last year's playoffs against the New York Red Bulls.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I wonder if Josie Altidore will be in and around that changing room. I'm sure the BMO faithful won't have forgotten about that, but he's a player that makes Orlando City tick. Everything goes through him. They're a dangerous side going forward, and Will Johnson returns. He's enjoying his football right now. Looks like he's over his injuries, and of course Joe Bendick in net.
Can't wait for this one. Toronto FC looking much more healthy. Look for Vanderbilt to return to the team as well. Chris Mavinga played last week, so all hands on deck as Toronto FC push on for the 3 points. It's Royal Wedding Weekend. My prince here, Terry Dunfield, is predicting a TFC victory. I'm on that as well. You can watch 8 p.m. on TSN. Listen on TSN 1050.